Hello, my name is Paul D. Victoria, and this is my wife, Dolores D. Victoria, and we are the special needs, actually now called Disability Activity Program leaders for the city of Lindon. And this is a multi-stake calling to which we were called about 3 years ago. And then with the pandemic 2 years ago, our program was canceled until further notice. So now we're ready to start the program again. And so we've made this brief video to discuss the Disability Activity Program, which was formerly known as the Special Needs Activity Program, or SNAP. And in years past, quite a while ago, they call it Special Needs Mutual. So we'd just like to give you a little bit of backstory and information about this activity program.
And we've been told that we have at least one new stake presidency, and so we thought this could be just informative for those who haven't had a lot of experience with the Disability Activity Program. We typically meet on Thursday nights at the 612 West 100 South Chapel in Lindon. That is where the Orem Mission offices are, and we meet there from 7 to 8:30. And typically what our activity, how it runs, is that we start at 7 in the chapel and have opening exercises, which include singing time. We use the children's hymn book as well as some songs from the regular hymnal. Then at about 7:25 we dismiss to classes. Typically the men's classes go to class first, and the women's classes go to an activity. We usually have 2 activities, and the first activity lasts about 15 minutes. They split the group in 2, and then after 15 minutes they trade to the next activity, and so they alternate. And then at 8 o'clock the women all go to class, and the men, I keep wanting to call them young men, they're not young, they all come to the activities. Typically these are 18 and older people.
Yeah, I'd like to give a little background about who attends our activity program. And so those with a variety of special needs have historically come, and it turns out that in one of the stakes in Lindon, there is the central stake, there is a care center. It's right on State Street. It's across the street from Walmart. And in this care center, there has been a large population of, well, we'll call them special needs friends. Now, not everyone is a member of our church or have a LDS background, but nonetheless, all are invited. We run the program based, of course, on a church activity program, very much as if it was a young men or young women's program. So our opening exercises, we do have an opening prayer, and we do have an opening song, a hymn, or other appropriate music, such as primary songs. We'll often have an actual primary style singing time during our opening exercises. We will often have lively announcements where people have things they want to share, but
we also have special needs friends who live at home who come from all 3 stakes. So we have the care center, and then the ones who live at home.
Right. And again, most of the participants in our program are over the age of 18 in physical years, but in their mind or their development, they may be actually more like a child or a teenager. Actually, there's a full spectrum of special needs friends who attend our program, and we welcome them all.
I want to make mention that according to the new church handbook, they encourage those under 18 to attend their own ward young men, young women's activities during the week. And we do want to encourage them to do that, but if some of those youth come to our activity, we certainly don't turn them away. But this is specifically designed for 18 and older, and many of our special needs friends from the care center are, senior citizens. So.
Yeah, there's plenty who are over 60 years old attending our program. During the instruction, we'll actually break out into short classroom sessions, about 30 minutes. And we have adults who are called to be teachers. And they will use the Come Follow Me material for primary so that we're following the correlated content that the entire church is following as far as what we're discussing in all of our instructional classes. And so we'll have a 30-minute class and then we'll have activities that are fun. One of the interesting things about the program has been that, at least generally speaking, one time a month, we have a visiting ward with their Young Men, Young Women program come to our activity night and actually provide the activity portion. Typically, we'll split up into 4 groups and request that the visiting ward will provide 4 different activities, which the groups of special needs friends can rotate to. And that's really a fun time to, just do a lot of fun things. Sometimes there are musical.
And the youth love it.
And our youth counselors and our special needs friends love it when we have, and also the young men, young women from the visiting wards love this experience. It's a very unique program.
I want to mention too that, the special needs friends who live at the care center don't really have any friends outside of the care center. It's just who they live with. And so for them to come to our activity program and make friends with a buddy is really meaningful to them. And they love to get out. There's one particular special needs friend who is usually not allowed out because he has behavioral problems that the activities director doesn't want to have to deal with.
At the care
so
center.
He doesn't get to come out of the care center very often, but he's allowed to come to our meetings, and he loves it, and he's always very good. We've never had a problem with him acting up because he loves it, because he gets one-on-one attention. He gets the attention that he craves, and so this is one of the reasons that it's very meaningful for them.
So in years past, this program has been running for at least 10 years, according to our knowledge. We've been involved for about 6 or 7 years, 7 years, I think. In the years past, they asked young people from the various wards of the 3 stakes in Lindon to act as buddies. But we feel that the most recent church guidance on this program is that only those youth be called as buddies who are more mature, or otherwise it could be single adults or adults to act as buddies in our program. So this will be somewhat of a change compared to prior years.
In addition, bishops are asked to check the sex offender registry list to make sure that the people who are called are not on that list. And so that is important. And we also ask each participant, each buddy or adult leader, to take the youth protection training so that make sure that we have a safe environment for everyone.
Right. Okay.
Well, I just want to say too, you're welcome to come anytime if you want to check it out and have some fun. I remember Brother Jensen from the Lindon stake used to come every so often, and he loved it. And he would get right in there and work with the special needs and have a lot of fun. It's a party.
Yeah, that's how I view it. When I first got this calling those years ago, I was one of the adult people asked to participate among, at the time I think a dozen or 15 other adults who were active in the program, and I would come on Thursday night. And my view of it was just a party. Come on Thursday and have a party. And it's just wonderful. And it's filled with the Spirit of the Lord. And it's been a great blessing to be part of the program. So that's what we just want to give this brief 15-minute introduction to this program.
And we welcome you to come.
We welcome
Spend some
everyone
time
to
every
come.
Thursday night with us once we get started. We're waiting for people to be called. We hope that will be done soon so that we can get started, get our program going.
Right.
But thank you for your service and help with it.
Yeah, thanks to everyone for all their support of this program. And we leave that with you now, and we'll end this video.